Alright, what's up guys, and welcome back to Gaming News Weekly. This is coming out a day late, at least. Man, it's been rough. My kids got sick, and then I thought they got better, and then they got sick again. We've been moving rooms. As you can tell, my setup is changing, and the audio probably sucks because it's freaking bouncing off all the walls in here. That'll get fixed one of these days too, so I'm working on it. Bear with me. Thank you guys for keeping up and watching. I appreciate you so much. I only have a little bit of time. I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep. So let's just hop into some things that happened this week. And that'll be this week, all right? Thanks, guys. Here we go. All right, so last week we got Final Fantasy PC port was a kind of like announced, not announced, right? Yoshi P said that it's in the final stages of being prepared. So if you're a PC primary player, then 16's coming. So be ready for that. Ayuden Chronicle, the physical edition for Switch. I think it's like a collector's edition kind of thing. That got delayed. Kind of an interesting announcement that only that got delayed, but that did happen. So if you happen to be one who bought that, just know that that got delayed. The Grande HD collection, which went to Switch like a year or two ago, is now coming to PS4 and Xbox, or also the new consoles because of the backwards compatibility. So that's good. Grande has cool old games from PS1, and this is like just kind of that upscaled version, but it's accessible, which is good. Although speaking of Final Fantasy 16, it cleaned up at the Famitsu Awards. It got Best RPG, Best Graphics, Best Music, Best Voice Actor, and Best Character. And both of those two were for Clive. Pretty incredible. Good job. Way to go, Final Fantasy. Nice job. Alright, a couple of big news stories this week. The first one is, once again, the PS5 Pro has been in the announcements, in the reporting, in the works, right? Tom Warren this time, who, he kind of rubs me the wrong way, but he's not wrong a lot. So I don't know how to feel about it. Look, real quick. I don't know how I feel about the leaking and reporting on stuff that isn't announced yet. I'm still kind of not sure where I land on that, but this is just kind of what happens, right? So as I work through that, Tom Warren has talked about the PS5 Pro that's supposed to come later this year, and 3 times the power of the current PS5. He released specs, all these kind of crazy things. I still, as I've said before on this channel, I don't see the need for that. I don't see a reason for that from a business perspective, because they were selling tons of these PS5s, but you can find them on shelves now, so maybe they think this will push the needle. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the mid-season refresh kind of deal, but yeah, I don't know, man. What do you guys think about that? How do you feel about it? Would you buy one? I don't see the need. I suppose maybe one of you guys said, maybe it's to get rid of needing to pick performance or fidelity mode. That's not a bad idea. That's cool. But they still look great to me. So I just don't really see the need. Unless it comes out the same price as the PS5. But even then, I don't need a second PS5. Maybe if I trade in the one I have for it, I don't know. I just don't see the point. But we'll see. The second story is pretty cool. It's these 2 new studios have started up by ex-devs from big companies. So we have Empty Vessel, which is a new studio by veteran developers from Naughty Dog, id Software, and Microsoft. And that includes Mick Gordon, and he's the guy who does the Doom soundtrack. Kind of famous for that. It's pretty cool stuff. So that could be cool. And then Stig Asmussen, who directed Jedi Fallen Order and I believe Survivor 2, started his own studio called Giant Skull, focusing on AAA single-player action games. So pretty cool. 2 new studios in the space. I think more of these studios expanding, more breaking off of the main hub is probably a good thing, right? Independent studios who can manage their workflow well do better than the giant corporations who make $300 million games. Look at Baldur's Gate 3. If you can do a good game, now obviously not every game is going to be Baldur's Gate 3, right? That's a lot out there, but Team Cherry, who was like 3 guys, right, and made Hollow Knight, or you know, Supergiant Games with Hades and Bastion and stuff. Small independent teams who put out good games, I think, do better. The problem is, of course, then getting your name out there is difficult. So I suppose it's tough, but I think having to learn to deal with budget constraints is good for a company. It forces you to be creative. So hopefully that's good. We'll see. Lastly for this week, the Steam Spring Sale is on. So if you're a PC player at all, or you got a Steam Deck or whatever, this is a good time to be looking. A lot of games are super discounted. I just picked up this new little one, Solvars. If you haven't seen that, it's a cool pixelated RPG looking thing. So I'm gonna try that one out. That was like $3-4 or something like that. So super cheap. I mean, you can look at big games: Cyberpunk, Hogwarts Legacy, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy VII, Remake, Integrate. If you want to kind of prep before you get Rebirth, because that'll come to PC eventually. You know, God of War. They're all like 50% off. So, you know, $30, $25, somewhere in that range. Hades is sale for $13. Nier Automata is on sale for $16. Like a Dragon, not the new one, but the first Like a Dragon is 80% off. It's like $12. Lots and lots of good stuff. I looked at my wish list and there was a ton under $5, a whole bunch more under 10. There's a lot of good stuff on there. So definitely take a look and see what looks good to you in there. You know, it's a good time for a cheap pickup of a game or two, because you know we don't have anything to play. So fill out that backlog. All right, so I know that's short and quick, but again, I just don't have a lot in me right now. So I wanted to get something out, talk about the news and some cool stuff that's going on. But also, we had kind of this feel-good, section at the end for a little while, and I wanted to throw this out there. Alone in the Dark, which is a game, it's kind of like a horror game or whatever, have put on this cool like puzzle box followed by like a haunted house puzzle type situation. That was really cool. A number of creators went and did it, and I wanted to go check one out. I really enjoyed PlayStation Access did it, and that was super fun. It was really enjoyable to watch both the puzzle box and the haunted house thing. So if you're at all interested, I highly recommend that. It was super fun, and it was a good time. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in and dealing with my audio and all the things. You guys are awesome. So do all the YouTube stuff. Most of you guys who are watching probably subscribed already, but if you're not, make sure you hit that sub button, like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, good hunting.